Distillery District. High Overseer Campbell. High Overseer Campbell leads the city militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds a secret to Aurelia's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal, and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalists, Martin, is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. And there are the real odd birds living on the fringes, like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. I don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
So, welcome to part 3.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight.
So yeah,
Easy, damn it. Keep 'em in the boat.
new start of the
Canal's got
episode,
enough shit in it as it is.
and I completely forgot how to talk or something. Okay, so
Hey! What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more.
All these rats crawling all over everything.
Arthur's note. Dearest Gwen, the city's going to burn. I've sold everything, so there's nothing for me here now except you. I'll wait here for you where Cleveland Boulevard crumbles into the city where we used to meet. We'll take the money I've made and bribe our way onto a passing whale ship. I won't leave without you. And if you won't come, I'd rather be rat fruit. Love, Arthur. Happy times again, huh?
Good. Keep them coming.
One, two, three, heave!
So this will probably be the last episode I'll record this week.
Three, heave!
And after that I think I'm going to close the vote. At that point you haven't made any big decisions on
1, 2, 3, heave!
haven't made any big decisions on killing or not killing. So yeah. That would be a good point for it. Yeah, sorry, I know where to go.
Good. Keep them coming.
Water of Life, I think that's a really good one. Drinking from fountains recharges a small amount of health. Yeah, it's a really good one. Rare affinity can go. Oh, I have more space left. That's nice. Death in the month of songs. From a larger work translated from On Sarkonen by Anissa Ateo of Sarkonos. She was shot me in the month of hearts, hidden from my scented letters, a sun-draped cure for my loneliness. She was smiling in the month of rain, eating fit straight from the tree, a dream of sailing around the isles. She was wet in the month of clans, to her sailor cousin from Corello, a shrill bird drilling at my chest. She was dying in the month of songs, struck by a disease from the east, a terrible kiss on her distant lips. So I guess this was Darren, and Gwen never showed up. Oh god, I think I know. Yeah, I know something again, and it's making me depressed now. I think you'll this one out already, but...
Half the block dead from the plague. Better them than us. At least some of them had money.
Yeah, the city isn't doing too well.
One, two,
Good. Keep them coming.
Oh, I didn't want to do that.
one, two, three, heave!
So yeah, as you can see, the game recharges a bit of the mana every time you use a spell, but not a lot. So if you want to use a lot of mana in a short amount of time,
One, two,
you
I
can't.
told her to keep the children inside. I told her.
So let's do this one. I really like having this area to
three, heave!
I really like having this area to myself, so I can freely move around here. So that kind of did mean she would need to go to sleep.
Good. Keep them coming.
So, time to pull up one of the...
Three, heave!
Shut up! Time to pick one of the topics from my little list.
One, two, three, heave!
One on that is of course, well, I probably should have said sorry for my headset, but well. Please go away.
One, two, three, heave!
Half the city's dead.
Oh, that's all right. So yeah, my headset. And it really is just a headset. Not oh fuck.
Good. Keep them coming.
Heavy wind.
feel a great age ending.
So yeah, how am I going to do this? Now, I think I'll take this path, but I think there's a bone charm around here, or might be here. And then we need to go in there.
Garbage, 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 all of it. Granny, 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 come out with me instead. Granny, 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 you can't because you're dead.
Yeah, she's really dead.
Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, 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 all of
Did they just not have a problem with me? Should have. I really like that
I
sword.
told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Morning, evening.
Oh no,
Biscuit.
that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. All of it. Dear? Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Yeah, so she's slightly creepy.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
So, yeah. Those conversations are always interesting. So, I now have 4 runes. Enough to take a point in agility, and thanks to that level AFP on the side, I need to murder more people. And now we can jump on the high.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
Let us in, Granny.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to go by the front door.
Have it your way. We're here to take...
How much did she have? She digs in trash for a living. Let's get a drink. I'm dry as an overseer's prick.
She's been digging for 80 years. Must have found something. Hear that, Granny? Whatever you got, Slackjaw gets a cut. Nothing personal. Just Bottle Street rules. Let us in.
I think I'm going to jump over there, shoot a sleep dart at that guy,
We're
then
due,
snuggle him
Granny.
to death.
Somebody, get over here.
Ow.
Feed you to the...
So that didn't go as planned. Yeah, I think I'm just going to drop them on here. Look out orders. Plant your ass on the roof and watch the street. See who comes to the almshouse. And see if that old lady knows anything. She's blind, but maybe she heard something. Slackjaw. So yeah, I probably don't need to do this running up and down as much if I'm doing a normal playthrough.
Half the city's dead. Won't make it 3 more months.
No.
Granny. Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come. Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage. All of it. I think the little birdies are sad today.
Normally when you do this, there is a huge pack of rats here that will try and eat you alive. But apparently, when you have those...
I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that Slackjaw is the worst of the lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach him. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious. But they're shy. You'll have to go or they won't come.
So yeah, I think I'm going to do that because, well, one, it's another rune which are really useful, and well, it kind of has an interesting result. But yeah, if you don't have low chaos, there are a lot of rats there that will try to eat you alive. Last time I did it, I tried to go for low chaos, but, well, as I told with the dumpster, where everyone I was sleeping was killed by the explosion, I got high chaos. So, yeah, that wasn't too great. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, I thought so, it was. There's no jump there. No idea if there's anything in this here. Ew. My god, that's dark. If you can't see anything, don't worry, it's not thanks to YouTube. I really couldn't see a damn thing either. This place. Boneless children of Britain. Except for a set of cautionary tales for children. They say that Jimmy Whitecomb Riley was a brawler his mate called Smiley. He ran around up and down town, pulling off every kind of crimey. On Bottle Street, he hung with the boys, throwing bricks and bottles at other toys. They would start a fight, then run and hide, breaking, laughing far and wide. Smiley liked to eat and drink all day, and smash and bash the night away. Drunk and all alone, he drifted off sleeping, sitting over the bright long John Cleavering. When he woke, something strange he found, stranger than a singing wolfhound. He became a blue-jawed hagfish, most smiley, and only remembered his name was Smiley. Hagfish, most slimy. They say that Jimmy Whitecomb Riley was never seen again for old-timey. but he swam around up and down, drinking from the river, crying, "Why me?" What a lovely children's poet. A Rougher Tale, Volume 1. Excerpt from The Travel Journeys of a Young Whaler. A Graphic Tale, Volume 1, or A Grapher's Early Adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood, leaving behind our city of Yarrow and the cold but beautiful white landscapes we had always known. We boarded the ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of it getting this to the capital city, establishing singers of mole import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dreams. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I've ever done. I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would be captain of my own crew, and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the Grapher, I got to see the tracking and killing of great beasts up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirit so, as the wind and pounding waves, racing after a wounded whale, being pulled by a skein of cables embedding in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me, so Nina could barely recognize me when I returned, tamed and swany with muscle, where creases already wrinkled the corners of my eyes, but she could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. So this part at least sounds very nice. Mother's Journal. 8th entry. It's the fourth day of the month of rain. Morris is sick, and so are the children. I've wanted it just far, but it's good fortune, since it has fallen on me to care for them. 9th entry. The city watch comes and goes, knocking on doors, asking for signs of the plague. Even your neighbor cannot be trusted. Earlier it was difficult to keep the children quiet. Now they sleep most of the time. 10th entry. The flies have set in. I try to keep them away, but I can barely get close. They sting so. Most of the time, Morris won't answer me when I try to talk to him from across the room. 11th entry. Morris is gone. I don't know what to do. For now, all my hope is reserved in the children. Leaving the flat for a while near dawn, I found some plague bags from a guard booth while no one was around. It took a while. I got Morris into one of the bags. At least his face is covered. 12th entry. Young Robert has passed. The stars of my sky is gone. Page missing. And then the 17th entry. Ella stopped breathing in the middle of night. She was such a headstrong girl. I can barely believe she was overcome. She was always near, as I cut a pack fish or vegetables, arguing with me about everything. 18th entry. It's the 4th day of the month of wind. It is settled that they are lost to me, all of them. I cannot bring myself to call the death counter. 19th entry. I have the fever now. No guards come near anymore. So yeah, that's what I meant with, oh god, this room. Come on, you move.
Anyone there?
Pretty sure that one is supposed to move, but...
Hey!
Yeah, hello.
Let
If
me
I'm
out!
going to move, this is going to be very hard. Oh. Well, that's what I was looking for.
Hey!
I threw a bottle in your face. Ready?
I'm trapped!
Oh, well that's a new one.
Let me out!
No. Okay, what the hell is wrong here? Will they notice when I drop down? Probably, but no. I'm gonna have to try at this point.
Let me out!
Oh.
Hey, you in the mask. You look like a clown.
Oi! Is that not very nice?
Anyone there?
So, I guess I'm going to have to go to sleep.
Somebody give me a...
Ow! Oh, fuck. Oh, good god, this doesn't heal me for shit. So, I don't know if it's chaos or if it's stupid bug or something. But apparently I could just walk up to them. Which actually made the game more difficult.
Anyone there?
Yeah, you see why I took that stuff now.
Out!
I owe you, brother. I want to ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that.
You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time. But now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
So yeah, let's trade.
Want to look at some of the things I found? Good prices, I swear.
Yeah, he has some nice stuff like these. More zoom. And I'll never use this, but well, not useful. His prices are way high, so I don't really want to buy anything else here. regenerate slightly faster, meaning you can chain them slightly faster after each other. Very nice. Bone charms. Excerpt from book on sailing tradition and climb shore. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is practiced from long back, passed on from father to son. Old man's soul to green, one still getting his sea legs beneath him. In the old time, men cut into the tusk of ice seals, and into the arm-long fangs of bears that roamed the isle north of Divya. Once the whale trade began, practitioners went to engraving the bones on those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boons to a man's figure, defense against pregnancy. I don't think you need anything as a man to defend against pregnancy, but okay. But yeah, what to talk about next, huh? So, I might have to put a couple of disclaimers on what I said about Fallout 4, as in that I absolutely hate the game. Now, what I didn't mean by that is that it's a bad game.
Plague, elixir, bunch of crap. No, stupid goddamn Dublin son of.
Because it really just isn't a bad game. It's just, it failed so utterly into being a real Fallout game.
Stupid goddamn Dublin son of.
And really I can talk about that for hours. But, well, maybe during a Dishonored playthrough isn't really the time. If anyone is actually listening this, leave in the comments if you do want me to talk about stuff like that during this playthrough or not. Go to Dr. Galvani's office.
Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
All right, all right. What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is going to save us. I hear his new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear tell he's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married? It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
huh?
Oh shit. Please don't scream. Ow. Please don't murder me. God damn it.
Oh, no, stupid cut.
So yeah, if I'm getting detected now, I'll have to murder them. Joy. So, don't get detected or people want me to murder people. Dr. Galvani's journal. I've been invited into a sorority at the Boyle estate. Of course, I won't attend. The 18th day of the 7th month, the month of high cold, is the day I met Anton Sokolov at the academy. Why would I tarnish the anniversary of the most important day of my life by licking aristocratic boots? I have no time for fools. I'll be solving the riddle of this plague. Perhaps I'll raise a couple still only read. She wasn't kidding when she said he loves the man. So, safe. Yeah, pretty much know where the answer, where the code is. Travel to Alicia. Excerpt from a Travel Chronicle by Anton Sokolov. The men and I set out with good sailors. No doubt half of them have cut their teeth on the rascally pirate ship spawned in Sakonan Archipelago. Or they were, I should say. Half of them died before we sighted the broken red cliffs welcoming those who would visit the far continent, as it's called. Sickness, infighting, poisoned by a school, or wouldn't one say a flock, of small fish that fly over the waves like birds. Ew, that's unpleasant. Poisonous flying fish. Landing in the hundreds across the deck, breaking any that they touch with toxic quills. To be thrown overboard by guiding deep winds. The quiet Tivian navigators simply dead in his bunk, wrapped in his white fur, eyes white with terror. Few have crossed the ocean to the distant Venetia. Few have crossed the ocean, and the distance of Venetia is greater than most would imagine. All dead climbed the cliffs, and now, with but a handful, I stand looking across the greatest expanse of land that exists. My allies are frightened, for this is beyond them, and now their captain is dead too, stung by something that resembles a pierre mold, but reacted with a great and athletic outrage when handled, so it falls on me to lead them. I wonder how he made it out of that alive. So, hopefully everyone's far enough away, because that can be really useful. on us. These things are really nasty. With the Fallout. Not a bad game, not at all, it's just... My god, it has missed the point. Galvani Academy notice. Galvani. The latest case should arrive within a week. Contain all the components you need. Be careful with the white phosphorus. Can't have you getting Chelsea Joel like the tenants at the edge of the city, poor bastards. So you have to practice in secret. The vivisectionists should be celebrated. Even. Cutting up bread should be done in the town square with a crowd of eager students taking notes, not in some dirty little secret room behind a book of morals. Okay. Anyway, lucky for you to have an old friend who never left the academy. Let me know what else you need, but remember, it might be a month before I can put together another shipment. Yours in knowledge, Arthur Moore, Procurement Clerk and Provisioner, Academy of Natural Philosophy, South Wing. P.S. Next time you're not nearby, come in for an afternoon. We stayed fairly insulated from the plague, since so few come and go here, and we've got quite the stock of Delvanian brandy. However you say it. So yeah, I'm not all that familiar with types of wine and stuff like that. Wine, beer, anything like that. I don't drink. And yeah, here's the code. 287. Delicious. Good God, how many bloody books. Sewer capacity in the month of Nest. Accepted interview attached to a formal report by the sitting work crew 7A. I've been asked to tell a problem, so here it is. It's been every year that we work like man gone mad during the month of Nests. I don't hardly see my family. I don't hardly see my family. It's bad enough that the work is clogged with trash from the scratched pieces of crates and nets, but the water smells of hackfish guts too. We got to get it done before the month of rain, or you know what. And it ain't like we get help from those bricks in civil engineer either. Been at this job for nigh on 28 years, and I've never seen one of them come below, except to measure a wheel while at home when they go putting up one of their fancy new bridges. So the last 3 years have been the worst, and here's why. It's the river crusts. Moved into the works. We hear a man ahead yell and scream like he's burning up, and when we all climb up fast, no other choice. Yeah, those things aren't too pleasant. Right behavior and extermination. Excerpt from a series of interviews with street workers by Ren Cachaliana. Used to be, go out with a bag, a stick with a nail in the end, and catch as many rats as you could in a night. We see the watch paid by weight. My husband Benjamin and I mostly worked alone, and we got by. We found a place where the rats were real bad. Sometimes we hired a crew of street brats to work with rats. The younger ones who didn't make trouble. We'd pay them with bread and apple cider. Once the plague came, the rats were different, meaner, bigger, and a little quicker. You had to watch yourself. If you got cornered, they would turn and the swarm would come back at you. I barely got away with my skin a few times, down in the sewers. The bite hurts afterwards, but it was the sound they made that stayed in your dreams at night. It got more dangerous, and the city watch started paying better. But then didn't last, because after a while too many people had been stripped clean, trying to fill up a bag. One slip, and they would be all over you, gnawing and trying to chew down to the bone. That's how I lost my poor Benjamin. Sorry about that. My phone just, alarm rang.
Obviously the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander's zoological survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
Yay, more books. I'll read these 2 books, then I'll open up the safe, and then it will probably be the end of the episode, as I am kind of busy today as well. The Rat Plague. For over a year I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousands. Given their rapid gestation and maturation cycle, it's been possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of the rat tells its own story, allowing me to talk the number of generations that a given group of rats have lived with the plague. As such, and again questions remain. The rats collected in the poorest part of town, in the slum, exhibit the oldest strains of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign and plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered the city, exhibit a younger strain of plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that is not obvious? I will continue my research. If nothing else, I'm living proof that Sokolov Elixir and Karo's Remedy are very effective at protecting against the plague, if one consumes enough of the stuff. So, that doesn't sound too great. Sounds like the entire city is filled with nasty men. The Leviathan's Sorrow. The Leviathan's Sorrow. Excerpt from a report on practice banned by the Resmore Trades Council. Little is known of Bakonchi, credited which in a series of pamphlets arguing against the waning trade, while he is gifted his views on nonsense and threaten the economy on the bindings of the empire. Yeah, that's all. It's a good reason to call it nonsense. It's against the economy. 1. Enslavement. On the breeding and husbanding of whales versus hunting the beast in the wild after a natural and free life cycle. Bocaccio offers no solution to where these massive, malevolent creatures might be pastured. 2. Disillusion. Layment under the construction of social bonds between herd members. Bocaccio actually uses the term families. Congratulations. That's just very basic stuff already, but fine. 3. Harmony. Revel on the aesthetic wonder of what is, in reality, a great and terrible ocean that's been threatening to swallow us, includes argument of the gentle nature of the brutes, a notion refuted by seamen who turned to short, wide-eyed with tales of the whale's savagery. But for disruption, Hippocrates cheers on his weakness. And gets footing, issuing a previous warning against the displacement or transference of natural beasts from their native environment. Yes, because moving beasts to a new place where they don't belong has never resulted in any form of problem. So yeah, this will probably be the last episode for this week. And after this I'm going to decide how I'm going to play. So if you want me to choose to play Murderman or Extreme Murderman, you need to say it very soon, or I'll just go with the more normal option or with the non-lethal option. So, door Clavering Boulevard.